Welcome back to Long Beach for our second race of this doubleheader. This will be 25 laps with one mandatory pit stop. Waiting for the green light. And here we go. And Stinky gets a good start off the line. He'll take him down to turn 1. F1 right behind him. Smokey looking to the inside. As they file through turn 1. And through the roundabout. Can get very congested through that part of the track. As they wind through turns 4 and 5. Contact to speak of here so far, but I'm sure that'll change as the race continues on. Brake lock up there by a newcomer lead sled. And Stinky starting to pull a gap on F1. Really got these cars dialed in. Every track we go to, he's on the top of his game. And we have an accident at turn 8. That's Ed Durbin. And also Old Slow Fred. So again, Ed's struggling with these street courses. Not much room for error here. It's a battle for 6th between Helios and Tony. And Helios loses traction there, and Tony will slip right by. Thank you very much. And said, and that's Vaughn. Vaughn trying to shoot a gap there on turn 11. No room at all there, and slams the front end of his car to that corner. And his day is done. It's unfortunate. And Jarhead power slides. That's through turn 1. And then makes contact with Boyer and spins out in the roundabout. Really bad spot to get stuck in here, because there's not a lot of room at all to get that car turned around, but luckily he will do so. Lap 6, they come through the S's. This is Tony, and Tony goes up on 2 wheels, over on his roof, sliding down the track. Everybody else able to avoid him, but not a good turn of events for Tony today. And this is Old Slow Fred continuing to struggle with that corner. It's lap 11. Here's our leaders. As you can see, Stinky has a very comfortable lead over F1, followed by Smokey and Seahawks. Seahawks is right up on the bumper of Smokey here. Staying with them all race long. Just to get that much closer. And Hawks locks him up, brakes way too late. Luckily doesn't hit anything, but I'm sure he just completely cooked those tires. He'll have to go to the pits to get a new set here, because those things have to be absolutely fried. It's a battle for 10th going on most of the race as well between Ted Bear and Sed. Contact! Drag race. This is down East Seaside Way. And Ted Bear will hold the position. So we'll keep an eye on that as the race continues. 2 evenly matched drivers here. And this is Stinky. He will retake the lead as F1 and Smokey pit. Stinky pit just a couple laps previously. And this is Smokey exiting pits. And he had a really slow pit stop. And that's Hawks that just went by. So he'll fall behind Hawks. He had about a 6 or 7 second lead over Hawks after he had that lockup earlier. But due to a poor pit stop, Smokey will drop behind Hawks and will have to fight his way back. And here you can see the gap. It's a cool shot overhead looking at turn 11. Stinky probably has about a 7-second, 8-second lead over F1. And that's F1 in the pits again, serving a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pits. That's too bad. Got a really tight battle here for 5th. It's between Rich, F1, and Helios. Rich contending with some lap traffic, as is F1, which will be the case for the remainder of this race. Lap 17. Tony in 10th. After his flip over, he's still on the track. And Old Slow Fred hits the outside wall, and Tony slams into the back of him. Old Slow Fred has had a very, very rough race today. This is a battle for 3rd between Boza and Smokey. Smokey is currently in 3rd. As you can see, Boza's taken a very wide line through turn 1. Didn't help him there. He took it too wide. Tagged the tire wall. It didn't look like it did a whole lot of damage. 5 laps to go. Stinky continuing to lead very comfortably. Hawks is in 2nd after a couple pit road blunders by Smokey and F1. Smokey in 3rd, Boza in 4th, and F1 currently in 5th. And Rich and Helios had a really good battle for the last few laps. Helios really trying to put the pressure on. Makes a small mistake there coming out of turn 11. He'll lose a little bit of time. This is overlooking turn 1. And poor Fred. He has had one heck of a race, but you know what? He's still giving it his all. Unfortunately, again, our newcomer lead sled slams into the side of him as he was trying to get back underway. But you got to give him credit. He's staying out there trying to finish this race. Stinky will win this race and sweep the weekend. Hawks will take 2nd. He will hold off Smokey, who's going to take 3rd. Boza 4th. And F1 will finish 5th. And last couple corners, this is for 6, between Rich and Helios. Helios trying to cut that corner as tight as he could. Spun him around. He'll hang on for 7th. Victory celebration is in order for Stinky. Congratulations, here are the results. And our standings, after 11 races, Stinky increases his points lead over Hawks and Smokey in 3rd. So the V8s will take a break during the Christmas holiday. We'll be back at the first of the year when we head to Olton Park.